you so much, Karibuni. You know me very well. For most of you, I've been here for quite some time. I'm Simon. I can see different people. I can see Samuel. Thank you, Shaila, Karibu, Benjamin. I want to recognize everyone, but most probably I wouldn't make it. So I just want to generally say that Karibuni sana. This is an opportunity for us to deliberate on our own issues. Proceed to Widu. Anyone who has a question on, maybe again, Widu, who has never heard of Widu? I don't think. Anyone who has a problem with Widu original business grants? You can raise your hand or raise your questions. I don't know if Frida, you are in or not yet. Anyone who has a question on Widu original grants? I suppose people, you have a certain interest for coming in, so there must be something that drives you, and maybe you would like to share. So let's use this opportunity to, yes, Hilda, please.
Sorry, I want to say hello to all of you. I am not feeling well, that's why I'm having a bit of a problem. And I have 3 projects which has been running. The 2 is already about over a year, and the 3rd one is 4 months. And I'm having problems the minute I send the money. These projects disappear. They don't respond anymore. I don't know what is happening. I get a new business plan and I can't understand how can this go through, although there's a coach in Kenya. The last one, this lady was telling me that the goods are at sea and it is about 3 months. So I just told her, why don't you just send me a photograph of bill of lading? That was the end of it. Yeah. And I was, the other 2 projects, I was myself in Kikuyu. I saw the greenhouse and everything. And all of a sudden, they tell me that that they've been thrown out of the compound. It seems there is no one following all these projects. They just die the minute the money arrives Kenya. Huh?
So let me just ask you.
They can tell me anything, and I believe. I have to believe. What can I do? I can't take every time a flight home.
Let me ask a question, Hilda. Before we get to, so the 2 are over a year, but they are moving well, right?
They're not moving.
They're not moving.
They're not moving. They're telling me this. The business plan, which is the first business plan, they've changed it and told me something about solar. What has got greenhouse to do with solar? My God. I was like, I was in Kenya myself last year. I saw the greenhouse. And then now they tell me the land at Walitupo. This man chased them away. How can anyone chase you away and you have paid for the land?
Yes. The second question will be the entrepreneurs that you're dealing with. Do you know them?
Yes.
Are they your brothers or friends?
They're friends, very good friends.
Okay. Because
very good friends.
Yeah, we have to take into consideration one thing. The people that you have to involve in this project are the people you really know and trust, because the basic line of all this is trust. If you don't have anything, if you don't have this trust with these people you are dealing with, then you lost it all, because that is why it's always said that it's for friends and family members.
My dear, I went there myself. I saw it.
Yes.
I was following everything. I saw the strawberries. And then of one time, boom.
Let's do this, Hilda. Maybe you will note the project number and something like this, and then we can shoot it directly to Frida once she comes in. Frida, are you in? Was probably not yet. I will ask.
And the third one, I got it from Widu, from here, from someone pitched her project. It's about cosmetic, and that's why I thought, when this lady, you know, the way she did it, or the way she pitched her
project,
business, her project, I was so impressed, and I did it. But you see, it is a matter of communication. I don't say that everyone is bad or anything like that. It's just a matter of communication. And first of all, there must be a follow-up from Widu in Kenya.
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
So I think your question is timely, Hilda. Frida has come in. Frida, welcome so much. We've been waiting for you. The questions and feedback are already raining. So karibu sana. We will tackle with the next questions. Anyone else who has a question? So I've noted down what Hilda and Samuel said. So Frida, karibu sana. Maybe you want to say something. I don't want to. Frida is, thank you that you created this time, Frida. We are so happy that you are here to assist us for these questions. And as we usually say, it's always something about us, and it's in our hearts that it functions properly. So Frida, maybe you can just drop your word, say a word, and maybe I'll drop to you the next questions that we have had. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Simon. I'm sorry I am late. I just had to deal with a few things before I joined the meeting, and thank you very much for the invitation.
No problem.
And yeah, I look forward towards the conversation.
Karibu sana, Frida. Now, without taking much time, I'll hit you with the first two questions. We have Samuel Njoroge, who applied for the green call. And according to him, that it was said that it was sort of approved, and then it was on hold. And somehow he hasn't got any information on how long are these timelines. When it is on hold, how does it take to maybe proceed? And maybe I'll give Samuel later time to elaborate more on that. Second questions was from Hilda. She has started two projects. One or two projects is over a year, and somehow they're not proceeding because somehow there is something wrong with the entrepreneur. And the second one a few months ago, but there's the moment money was sort of transferred from the donor side, the entrepreneur went mute. So, and she was thinking that it is the responsibility of Widu to follow up such projects or something like this. Maybe you can touch on two questions. Samuel, did I clearly represent your question?
Yes, but maybe just little correction that it's not an over that I got. So to Frida, I applied for the green call under the circular economy, where I'm using waste as a resource, and I have put up a guest house. So I'm looking forward to, remaking it, refurbishing it, so that it is more attractive and that it can create more employment, and also it becomes more bookable. So now I was informed by Widu platform that I meet the formal criteria, but my project is on hold for evaluation. I think it's now almost a month and no other communication apart from that one.
Thank you, Samuel.
What's your project number? Simon, I'm asking what is Samuel's project number, but I'll talk towards the process of the green call in general.
Yeah.
It's 256, 20056.
Okay. Yeah, let me start with Hilda's question again, Simon. So yes, we follow up projects. After the first coaching visit, and we have seen the entrepreneurs not invested, we always send emails every 2 months. And not only for the projects which have received first coaching, but also projects that we have paid and we see there's no progress. We call the entrepreneurs, we write them emails, and unfortunately, that is the best we can do within the circumstances. Until the 6 months are over, when we ask the entrepreneur and the donor to advise us accordingly, whether they are still willing to proceed with this project so that we can cancel it, you know? So some of the things which we hear from the entrepreneurs sometimes is business models changed, you know, things which are beyond their control, and also things which are beyond our control. So in terms of follow-up, yes, we do it. And yeah, some of them respond, others do not. And we end up canceling projects when they have not been able to move after like 6 months. We always write this email to the entrepreneur and the donor and ask them, are you guys still interested to proceed with this project or not? And if you're not willing, then we cancel the project. If we have paid the Widu grant, there's a legal responsibility. And one of the things we have been is asking the entrepreneur to either refund back the money and we paid them if they're not willing to invest that grant. And all these are processes which take, of course, days, months, sometimes. We haven't had an incident where we have taken anyone to court right now. But I think if, you know, after 1 year, we have seen someone has been paid and there's no progress, then our only leeway is to take legal proceedings against the entrepreneur. So I hope that answers the question. Yes, we follow up, but also we are limited in terms of how much we can, you know, push people to do what they're supposed to do. Someone's question, I will have a look at that and get back to Simon on it, 205 seats. But in terms of the green call, the process of approval is very different from the original Widu. I'm still trying to get a better sitting position. Sorry for this. Yeah. So what we do is for the green call, it's a local call and it's a pilot. This is the only local call that has happened within the Widu. As you know, we're implementing Widu in 6 other African countries. And the model for Widu was we promote businesses which are promoted by the diaspora. But for local calls, we are not doing that because we are going directly to the market. What this means is we get a lot of applications. Now, like for the green call, we got over 300 applications and we only need 50 applications. What this means is before we make the decision, we put all these projects into let me say a basket. We put them on hold and we constitute a committee that selects the projects. And some of this committee are experts in the field because I can tell you, I'm a project management specialist. I may not know much about renewable energy, and some of the terms you guys, Samuel, you use are very technical terms. We need people who have experience in that field who can be able to tell us this project makes sense, this project doesn't make sense. We have a scoring criteria. For example, for green call, we score based on value addition, innovation, job creation. And when we talk about job creation, we're not looking at how many jobs you're creating, but you're looking at the social impact of the jobs, the nature of the jobs. So there's a lot which is going there, and we need different experts who can look at your proposals and your pitches, and so that they can be able to make a decision.